Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Phoenix Ash Vice. Today's episode, I'll be talking on the topic of dreams. So, it is said that dreams can be a sign for some people. It's said that if you remember your dreams, it means it's a sign, that kind of thing. Except sometimes it can be different signs. I will start off with mentioning that depending on the dream you have, and depending on the events that happen after it, it can mean different things. Say, for example, a dream of a loved one dying. It may be a touchy subject, I apologize, but it's quite common, actually. Most of the time it means you have worry if, say, something recent has happened, or it's your favorite person, your favorite family member you don't want dying. You could sometimes notice a pattern. Say, imagining your father or your grandfather. You have a dream of them perhaps dying in a random way. Say you loved your father. Like, if you truly loved your father or your grandfather, and having that dream, it would greatly affect you. You might even go mute for a while because you can't stop thinking about it. It could be a pattern that maybe you've had this kind of dream before. One of dreaming about a family member being sick. Maybe being in the hospital or refusing to go to one. And then that previous family member may have ended up fulfilling the dream. And now that it's happening again, and you have an inkling of what may come, you're scared. It's really upsetting when it happens, because the people it can happen to can be the best. Can be your closest friends, could be you. Might even just be just any other person, really. But, most dreams have a meaning, in which I sadly can't actually mention all of them, because I have a very specific type of dreaming. What some people might have, which is what I have, is called a precognitive dream. This is where you dream of an event and then it comes true. Except it's not a dream of a one-time thing. It's continuous. Like, you can't stop dreaming about a future event. For example, back in 2018, I believe, I dreamt about being hit by a car on a random street I didn't really know. Come to October of 2022, I was hit by that car in the exact same setting on the road that was then familiar to me, because it was the road near my home that we moved into in around the end of 2019. Since then, that street has always worried me, and that's actually one of the main reasons that I found out about these precognitive dreams actually being a real thing. I also had a dream in the past about my family member dying, but I didn't think much of it, so I didn't act on it. The dream was that being at their front door and knocking on, with them not answering, and I'd enter through the window with my father and see them dead. Except that's not what happened. What did happen was that they died as I chose to stay at home that day. It was an absolute point, I suppose, one I couldn't change no matter what I did. Yes, I always think there's a possibility that if I went that day I could have, but not all possibilities are possible. It depends on your timeline, I guess. Sorry if I seem stuttery or jumpy. It's fairly touchy to talk about for me, but me doing so means that you may understand more. And so, with those precognitive dreams, another thing is that they can sometimes trick you. So it might not always be true. I once had a dream of being beaten, which never actually happened. But because it was running in my head, I said it in my high school to a teacher. And, well, my family wasn't exactly happy, we'll say. Even though I truly believed it was real, because it was a precognitive dream, yet it never came true. They never did, never will. It's the fact that the dream tricked me. So every time I have a precognitive dream, it's now a gamble. I have to either trust the dream and try and change the outcome if I don't like it, or follow through with the dream, see if it's kind of getting the exact truth. The only thing is with these precognitive dreams, they have also given me a lot of deja vu. An extreme ton of deja vu. Even this episode, honestly. But the other thing is that with every precognitive dream, it also depends on your timeline. Sometimes the dream can be on a different timeline. It's very confusing, I'm sorry to say. Not even I understand it. I don't know if anyone else does. I suppose that's all I can really say with it without going too into detail or setting myself off in a way. Just know that for your dreams, you're not really alone. Well, you can be on some, but no one has the exact same feelings or scenarios as you. I guess what I'm trying to say is everyone goes through their own things, but the similarities can help a lot. Sometimes speaking out with a close friend can help. Or if you do therapy, it may depend on your thoughts of the dream. If it's any dreams of, say, harm done to self or done to others, then they may inform your parents. So if you don't trust your parents to know about the things you're going through, then just do close friends. Or if you know me in person or you want to contact me, you can feel free to. Just mention in the comments of the podcast and I'll see if I can give you any of my contact details to talk about. But yes, that will be the end of today's podcast episode. So I hope everyone has an okay day. I'm sorry to hear of anything you're going through, but you always can come back from your falls, no matter how deep or how far they go. And so, with that, I tell you all to fly high and stay as high as you can. Keep above all the other negativities and make sure you remain at least positive one way or another. Alright. I'll see you on the next one. Goodbye.